Psalm 127 Introduction of Living for God. This psalm is about the narcissistic building of a life apart from living for God and family. Compilers note narcissism is the pursuit of gratification from vanity or egotistic admiration of one's idealized self-image and attributes. The application in this case is of a person who believes they alone are responsible for their own eternal future. We have come to another prodigious pilgrim psalm, perhaps written by Solomon himself in connection with the building of the temple. Although many believe it was written by David as his life was drawing to a close and was designed as a guide for his son Solomon through the principles which should govern his reign, however, most evidence points to Solomon as the author. Dr. McGee refers to it as a mighty crescendo. Here the pilgrims come to the crest of the Psalms. We are at the highest elevation when we reach the temple area and Mount Zion in Jerusalem. It is a psalm that carries us into the very arms of our Creator and is very much applicable to us in our day, as turmoil ensues, and it reinforces our utter dependence upon God's willingness to protect and provide for His adopted children. The psalm divides in the following manner. Verses 1 and 2 speak of our human dependence on our Creator. Verses 3 and 4 are impactful on our own society, where we sacrifice the gift of the womb to the fires of self-gratification. In verse 5 we read of the pleasure that both godly parents and the Creator Himself derives from a cohesive family, raised in the love and admonition of the Lord. Charles Spurgeon in the Treasury of David discovered an interesting connection with this group of psalms, and I'll repeat them here. Spurgeon writes, "The Lord and the Lord alone is thus lauded at each step of these songs of the ascents." When we read the first verses of these psalms, from Psalm 120 to the present song, and they run thus: I cried unto the Lord, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, let us go unto the house of the Lord. Unto thee will I lift up mine eyes, if it had not been the Lord, they that trust in the Lord. When the Lord turned again the captivity, O for a life whose every halting place shall suggest a new song unto the Lord. The theme of this psalm is about God's blessing His people in our love for others, our relationships, and our society. Buildings, from villages to metropolises, from states to nations, from empires to churches, all require the hand of the Lord, for they that build without the divine blessing build in vain. We read in this compilation from 1 Corinthians 3:11-15, for no one can lay any other foundation than what has been laid down. That foundation is Jesus Christ. 12 If anyone builds on that foundation with gold, silver, costly stones, wood, hay, or straw. 13b It will be revealed by fire, the fire will test the quality of each one's work. 15 If anyone's work is burned up, it will be lost, but he will be saved, yet it will be like an escape through fire.